Dallas just released their starting right tackle. Oh, did they? Should we talk about that? Let's freaking talk about it. Should the 49ers sign La'el Collins?
This one's yes. This one's yes. Look, I'm going to take the tinfoil hat. I'm going to put it on. Boom. All right. What's going on with Mike McGlinchey for real? Seriously.
Yeah.
Because no one asks and no one tells.
Yeah.
No one is saying anything about, all right, the severity of the injury we heard was it's 50-50 that he'll ever be able to play football again. Forget effectively. That's scary. Wow. He tore his muscle off of the bone. A significant injury. And the 49ers are telling you, yeah, it's good.
He's working hard.
He's attacking it.
Yeah.
He's attacking it. Your fallback plan just signed with the Denver Broncos, bro. Kyle Shanahan just got Tom Compton a job.
That's right.
Tom Compton has a job now on a team that has playoff aspirations. Yes. The AFC West.
Yeah.
So if Mike McGlinchey can't go, what? And if he can't go, it doesn't mean that it means potentially, but it means potentially that he can never go again, play again, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing with La'el Collins. Sure, older. Sure, you think that he's going to be expensive. Here's the thing. You've already picked up Mike's 5. It's already there. But what if he can't play? So La'el Collins gives you a year where whatever happens with Mike McGlinchey, maybe somebody wants to trade for that and think that he's going to be fine, something like that. I have no idea what you do with McGlinchey at that point. But Collins starts, and then you can recoup in the draft and figure out your right tackle move from there, man. Right tackles are not like him.
If you got La'el Collins, you wouldn't need Mike McGlinchey. He's better than Mike McGlinchey.
Yes.
Thanks, Mike.
Right tackles like this are not just sitting out on the open market easily, often, right? The Cowboys have made a move based on time that he's been there, and they're not prepared to pay him, whatever it is. But you've got to find a way to clear some money so you can get this guy in here. If you get La'el Collins in here, then Mike McGlinchey becomes a luxury. Let's say Mike McGlinchey comes back. This is the most popular thing in your comment section right now, probably, right? Here's what you do. You sign La'el Collins for a year. You draft somebody in the draft. And if Mike McGlinchey's 100% healthy, what do you do with Mike McGlinchey? Trade him.
Because everyone wants him. Yeah, that's right.
Trade him. If he's healthy and he's good and he's 100%, trade him.
There you go. Yeah.
Trade him.
You have options. And I like this because I don't see what the Niners plan as a right tackle, and that's a very important position, and that could ruin the whole season. I mean, to me, the big reason why the 2014 Niners didn't make the playoffs is because their right tackle was Jonathan Martin. What are you going to do? They went from Anthony Davis to Jonathan Martin. They couldn't run to the right. They were not that had a big impact. It's a very important position. And Tom Compton saved the season to an extent by not being trash.
He did.
We expected him to be trash.
He did.
Actually, he did a great Mike McGlinchey impression.
Yeah, he did. He did. And here's the thing. I'm not reading the comments. They're off. I never look at them because they're too distracting because it'd be so popping in there. Like those guys are like popping off. But before you guys bring up Jaylen Moore, just notice this in Pee Wee football, and you can't flip a guy from left to right tackle and just say, "Oh, he's just he'll be fine." Now, I understand you want him to work because he was a draft pick, but he's not right now a viable option for week 1 unless we get to camp and he starts to make some vast improvements or he's doing certain things. For a team that has win now aspirations, you can't afford the bumps and bruises at right tackle. The 49ers largely lost the NFC Championship because of offensive line. Shout out to Tom Compton. He did all he could all year, but he got worked the last 2 weeks. Green Bay and the Rams, they worked his ass.
Yeah. And
Trent Williams was unfortunately injured in that game. He was fighting for his life. He was getting beat. So the right tackle position, for everybody that wants to point out, well, Compton made McGlinchey look like the same guy. Yeah, but he's also still Tom Compton. So you need to show that up.
Let me say something. If they don't sign La'el Collins or someone who could start maybe the whole season if necessary, they're going to have to spend their second-round pick on an offensive tackle. Yeah. Have to. And that sucks to be in a position where you have to spend a pick on what if offensive tackle isn't close to being BPA at 61? What do? Reach? Trade down? Because everyone knows you need that. Like, that's a terrible position to be. They got to sign an offensive tackle. Why not the best one available? Because you're trying to win the Super Bowl. You're not trying to, save the Yorks a buck here. You guys are this freaking close. Get La'el Collins, man. Chalk it up to, taking a big hack at it like the Rams would. Look what the Rams just did today.
And look, it goes back to the same thing that we've been talking about. Certain teams have different ways and different philosophies, and there are different ways to cook a soup, skin a cat, whatever it is that you want to say, right? As long as it ends in a Super Bowl. One.
And it happened for Parag. What the Niners do under Parag is they have a very strict. It's like going to the supermarket with a list and not deviating from it. I have $100 and these things, and I'm gonna be very diligent, and I'm not gonna. It's like, dude, react to the moment. If you see something great, go for it. And the Niners like kind of need to react to the moment. Like, wow, we're right on the freaking cusp. What do we need to do? Oh, Stephon Gilmore's just chilling. He still hasn't been signed? Really? Oh. Well, let's do that. We didn't expect it. He's not on our list. We don't have the budget for it. But you know what? We want to win a Super Bowl. That's what you got to do. That's what Eddie would do. So I know Travarius Ward was on your shopping list. I know Oren. Give me something that was not planned for, that you took advantage of in the moment. Do that.
I'm just laughing because
the Rams just freaking did. What am I missing?
I'm just laughing because you said that Oren Burks is on the list, and it's like when when I envision a list of free agents, if I saw his name on there, I promise you, man, and I promise it, like I try to be as well versed as I can in football, and I watch so many teams, and I try as hard as I can to know everybody. I literally had no idea who that guy was, none. And the same thing with the other guy, who's the defensive lineman.
Hassan Ridgeway.
Ridgeway.
These are because I did a lot of draft prep 4 or 5 years ago. I'm like, oh yeah, Texas, oh yeah, Vanderbilt, but I don't know. No,
I knew Arden Key.
Yeah.
I knew Arden Key. That was somebody who was highly regarded, but it's just I just love thinking of this list. And it's like Travarius Ward, Carlton Davis, and then on this list is Oren Burks, and he's under must sign. Sign it. Get him in here. Right now, big circle. Green Ridgeway.
Yes.
Big circle.
During the legal tampering period, they were like, have you called Oren Burks? We got to win this.
I feel like in that room, the negotiating room, they're just high-fiving each other great job, guys. Way to go. We finally did it.
Missing piece. 2.0, baby.
Missing piece, baby.
Neil says Trey over Brady next season. Okay, call a shot.
It's not going to happen now. I think Brady came back because he asked the 49ers, and the Niners were like, no, again.
Ernesto says, I saw an article from new SI writer Daniel Kelly. He is extremely low on Lance. Does his evaluation of Lance concern you? No. I have my own evaluation of Lance. But I respect anyone's opinion, and he is going to be writing for me. He's been a scout in the league, so theoretically he should know more. But no, I've seen a lot of Lance with my own eyes. I trust what I've seen. You're
being diplomatic. That's cool.
What?
You're being diplomatic. That's your guy. Cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't rocking with that evaluation at all, man. At all.
Me neither. I just saw it.
Yeah.
Me neither. Yeah, sorry, dude. Daniel, don't agree with it. The coach says sign Lyle Collins yesterday. Mike is an uphill battle. Lyle is going to cost us a year in place and reboot in the draft. Right tackle is not an easy spot to fill. I'm with it, man.
Coach knows.
Very important spot.
Coach knows.
Coach knows. Coach been knowing. Willie says, should they sign Collins? Yes. Are they? Ask Aponte. He knows the answer.
No.
I'm trying to put pressure on Jed York because Jed York responds to pressure. Eddie would know. But Jed, you got to yell in his face, fly a banner around his house. You really got to get his attention. Parag doing more harm than good at this point. He's good at what he does, but the Niners are just in a different spot right now. The last 20 years, he's really helped them make money and stay, compliant with the rules. But now the salary cap is exploding. It's way easier to stay under the cap, and you got to win a Super Bowl. And he hasn't shown that he can do that. He might be good at their money. He might get the startup to the IPO phase, but once it's time to finally go public, maybe you need someone else. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I
was gonna say, is that
how it works? No idea. Dustin the Gale says most unlikely scenario, but it would be lit. We acquired Deshaun Watson to keep Trey, and then trade Deshaun Watson right away to the Bucs for Tom Brady. I know it's impossible, but it would be so lit.
Dustin,
you
lit.
How lit are you right now?
How lit are you right now?
No, I like that. Trade Watson right away to the Bucs for Tom Brady. Why would you do that? Wouldn't you want why? He's 20 years younger than Tom Brady.
Dustin, you lit right now, and it's 1:45 in Cali.
Yeah, I respect it though.
Hell
Gabriel says, "What is the market for Key right now? Is he coming back? Probably not. I would think he's going to get the Kerry Hyder treatment.
We'll see. I think that a lot of things have to play out, and we'll see how his market develops. And you know what? Maybe he enjoyed his time here so much. They fixed him a little bit. They know he's going to be used, and they'll have to pay him a little bit more. But I'm not ready to write Key off right now.